Good afternoon. This is Rev Lorena with Celestial Time coming to you from my office in Hartsville, Indiana. I haven't been on all week. I was working once a week at least to get a video out. And this week I've talked to a lot of people and everybody has been just kind of not motivated. And I too, I was not motivated to do anything this week. I spent this week in what I call retreat. Okay. Retreat mode is a spiritual term, spiritual practice. And I've been on other retreats before. And so I called this last week a retreat. Okay. Um, I'm thankful for the opportunity to slow down and retreat. And I think that that would be something that we should all or could all view some of this as a retreat. As I said before, I feel like it's a reboot. Okay. I do look at the news on my phone. It comes popping up when I look at the phone in the morning. And this corona wonderfulness has just, it's everywhere. It's not terribly deadly, but it's terribly contagious. And doesn't do us any good to go, where did it come from? How did it actually happen? Who's the blame for this or that? I see so much hype. The first thing that hit my eye this morning was coronavirus has hit New York severely. There was a picture of an ambulance there, and it said coronavirus cases reach 1,100,000, I believe is what it was. And I went, oh my God. And then it said worldwide. So it made you, the first thing it made you look at and believe was that there was 1 million cases of coronavirus in New York City. That was the first thing that you would think. And then if you read it more carefully, you would realize that New York City has been hit very hard, and world or nationwide, or maybe it was even worldwide. I think it was worldwide. It reached 1 million. That's terrible. But the point I'm trying to get to is look at how they did that. They could have said uh, New York City cases have gotten hard and given you the details for New York City, but they chose the best, the strongest, the biggest that they could give, and because they really want the ain't it awful factor is what I call it to just circulate and circulate. I it isn't good that we're stuck home. It isn't good that the economy is grinding to a halt. It isn't good, all of these things aren't good. Whatever circumstances you find yourself in, I'm sure you could come up with better, Um, but it doesn't do anybody any good to focus on so much fear and negativity because honestly, folks, that brings it to you. I teach science of mind, and they call it a lot of different things now because the name science of mind or religious science didn't set well with the population. It almost reminded me of it has to be politically correct or something. Science of mind got messed with Scientology, which they're no place like the same. Science of mind was founded in the early part of the 20th century by Ernest Holmes. And Unity at the same time was with the Fillmores, and they were all together. And I call Science of Mind a bridge between New Age and New Thought, and Unity a bridge between Christianity and New Thought. They focus on the teachings of Christianity and how it relates to New Thought and Unity, and then all the other uh, religions and philosophies come under Science of Mind. We are likened very much to Buddhism. And I don't know if you can see behind me too much, but I do work with Buddhism as well. But so many isms, so many religions and philosophies, the idea behind it all is that we are creative beings. We have a creative mind. When we put our mind to something and just chew on it, and we just keep it. That's what affirmations are about. When you write it on the bathroom wall and you see it with your subconscious mind and it manifests, well, it's supposed to manifest, but you have to really do more than that. Not always, sometimes. But we are creative beings, and what we're doing now is chewing on fear, which is the emotion. That's the emotion is what drives the engine of manifestation. So You're chewing on fear. Is there going to be enough? I couldn't pay my rent. I couldn't this. I couldn't pay my mortgage. Am I going to lose my house? Blah, 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 blah. Well, everybody's in the same boat. And in a way, that is really good, because if only New York City and the big cities were in that boat, then some cities would be fine, others wouldn't. But since everybody's in that boat, nobody can pay anything. Then you're not going to get evicted. You're going to, when this is all over, begin again. Perhaps the value of money will change some. Perhaps, who knows how it's going to come about, but civilization will keep going, and there will be a way. It won't do anybody's landlords any good to evict people, because there's nobody else that's got any money to pay them instead. Not in these kind of circumstances. You see what I'm saying? So stop worrying about it. If you don't get your mortgage paid, you don't get it paid. You're not any different than anybody else. Okay. um, you're safe, is what I'm trying to say. So feel safe instead of spending your time and stress and worry. And the Nine of Swords is what I call it when I'm doing a tarot. Nine of Swords is, you're sitting there and you're just, oh my goodness, everything is awful. That always keeps you stuck. You lose sleep at night, so you can't get up in the morning and do anything. So anyway, having said that, let's take a minute to know who we are, shall we? Let's take a minute to refocus on what's going on in our life right now. The creative folks, once the creative juices get flowing in, you'll make some wonderful work. And in time, you'll be able to put it all forth, and it'll be amazing. Okay, the artist will be amazing. The storytellers will be amazing. The musicians will have new music, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be fine. Trust me, it's going to be fine. Trust yourself. It's going to be fine. So let's just come together in this knowing for a moment, shall we? We are one source, one power, and one presence in this universe. We cannot get outside of all that is, and everything, whether we see it or not, is in divine order. It is going according to the timeline we have to be sitting on, and it will all manifest in. And Atlantis isn't dropping into the ocean. That was worse. Think about that. We are just pausing, and the earth is taking a breath. The positive aspect of this is you can enjoy your time alone. You can enjoy your home, as long as you don't spend all your time worrying and fretting. That's a missed opportunity here. Okay. So know that you're safe. I'm safe. We're all safe in the process of life. We're all moving forward on this journey of, I call it awakening, of understanding who we are and what we came here to do and why we came here to do it. And I guarantee you it wasn't file papers in an office someplace. That's just a means to an end. What did you come to do? Did you come to be a good parent to your children? Did you come to add to the pool of creativity in music or in art or in literature? Or did you just come to be part of an open heart, to give everyone as much love and caring as you can? I understand that Zoom is overrun because people are gathering even though they can't be next to each other. So there is community. There is people out there that are working hard to make sure that everybody is fed. If you don't have food, you can reach out, holler out the door almost. Somebody will come along. Something will happen. All you have to do is be willing to receive. So now, in this place of all oneness, I claim for you, for myself, for this country, for the world, we are willing to receive the good of the universe, the good of the goddess. We all know, we all understand we are safe, we are comfortable, we can have that. All we have to do is be able to receive it. So I'm going to receive it on your behalf. as if I were you in this moment and say, yes, yes, we will come to a better place from this. We will come out calmer, less chaotic, less chasing the almighty dollar and the American nightmare. Uh, it's going to be better. I believe it. There's an awakening coming. We might learn some things that we really didn't understand, didn't see. It's hard to tell when all this is said and done how it'll all shake down. Um, but we are all right. We continue to be all right because we're eternal soul in a physical body experiencing this now. You wouldn't be experiencing now if you hadn't signed up for it. So be a light instead of be in the darkness. Think about all that you can do, or all that you're doing something when you're sitting and being quiet. That's the thing people don't understand. When you're sitting and being quiet and being calm, you spread calm. You don't have to have a bunch of people around to say, okay, guys, be calm. I sat all last week and pumped energy in from my heart chakra. That's what I did. And I enhanced heart energy. I invite you to do that as well. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. And just remember, just sit quietly. This is a quiet time. Be quiet. It'll be over soon. It's not going to last forever. Be still and know that I am God in whatever you see or perceive God to be. Because there's only one source with many different names. So until we talk again, have a blessed day. Farewell.